Hi everyone, welcome to my channel MedCure. My name is Syam Narayan Yadav. So today we are going to discuss about the structure and function of blood vessel. So if you see that we are going to discuss this topic. So name only indicate that a blood vessel. So blood vessel means these are mainly the channel. These are the closed channel which supply mainly the blood to the different parts of our body. So in the previous video we discussed about the structure of heart, circulation of heart. So mainly heart is only the pumping organ, so which pump the blood, and bloods are mainly circulated, or you can say transported to the different part of our body with the help of blood vessel. So you can see that blood vessels are three types. One is called the arteries. If you see that arteries we have, arterioles we have, capillaries we have. So mainly these arteries, actually it is originated from aorta. It is mainly originated from the aorta, which is mainly connected to our heart. So you can say that arteries are originating blood vessel. You can see it originates from our heart, divided into arteries. Arteries are further divided into arterioles, which are further divided into smaller fine capillaries. Okay, then next blood vessel we have our veins. Okay, so veins, the smallest form. These are mainly the collecting blood vessel. They collect blood from the different parts of our body and gives towards the heart. But arteries are supplying or distributing. They distribute blood to the different parts of our body. So we have two blood vessel. One is called distributing blood vessel. Another one is called the collecting blood vessel. So arteries distributed to the different parts of our body. So we say that it is called distributing vessel. The veins collects the blood from the different parts of our body, gives towards the heart. So we are saying that these are the collecting vessels. So you can see the smallest form of our veins are the venules. Okay, lots of venules connect together and become a veins. We will see with the help of this diagram. So this diagram indicates that how arteries, arterioles, capillaries are dividing. Okay, and how the veins are mainly collecting the blood. So just this is the blood vessel. So arteries, as you know that when aorta pumps the blood from the aorta, blood goes into the artery. So always artery carry oxygenated blood, so we indicated as a red color, except pulmonary artery. Every artery of our body is mainly supplying oxygenated blood, except pulmonary artery. All those veins which are found in our body, that mainly collect deoxygenated blood, except pulmonary vein. So these are the two criteria about arteries and veins. So we will see that. So when oxygenated blood is mainly pumped by heart through the aorta, goes into the artery. Arteries, we have limited number of arteries like thoracic artery, femoral, radial artery. Okay, so arteries cannot able to supply each and every cell tissue of our body. Now these arteries divided into arterioles. What are the arterioles? So when arteries divided into fine branches, that is called arterioles. Okay, arterioles are mainly again divided into fine capillaries. These capillaries are very fine, just looks like a hair, a red color. Consist only one layer. Still we are going to discuss about the layer also. So now through the capillaries you can see. So here we have oxygen, nutrients are there. So blood is oxygenated, nutrients. These oxygen and nutrients is taken by our cell tissue. So our cell tissue, these are the cell tissue. Cell tissue takes all those oxygen, nutrients. Okay. Now our blood, our cell tissue producing huge amount of waste product in the form of carbon dioxide. Okay, metabolic waste products are produced. All those waste products, when it is mainly released from cell tissue to the blood, now our blood become deoxygenated. Now you can see that in deoxygenated blood, now you can see the color. Here mainly mentioned color is called the bluish color. So when our blood become deoxygenated, so always remember artery supplying oxygenated blood from the left ventricle, goes into the aorta, through the aorta goes into artery, through the artery goes into the arterioles, through the arterioles goes into the capillaries, through the capillaries it goes to the individual cell tissue. Now when it gives oxygen, nutrients to the cell tissue, now the blood becomes deoxygenated. Again it is collected by venules. What are the venules? Venules are the smallest form of a vein. These are the very fine veins. Lots of venules. You can see the number of venules. They are collecting deoxygenated blood from our different cell tissue of our body, from individual cell tissue. Okay, now you can see that capillaries and venules are connected. So these are the interstitial space. Interstitial space means between the cell tissue, the spaces are there, so which mainly receive oxygen, nutrients, and some fluids are there. So all those are mainly reabsorbed by venules. So venules collects all those blood. okay, and combine together. Lots of venules combine together and become a vein. You can see number of venules are combining together become vein. So veins are larger, okay, vein. You can say collecting blood vessel. Again, lots of veins combined together, that is called the vena cava. That is called the vena cava, which is connected to our heart. Okay, so vena cava. So very simple. So you can see the venules are the smallest form, but then connected to the veins. Then it can say vena cava. So vena cava is the largest, okay, the collecting blood vessel which is connected to our heart. We have superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, so which collect blood from upper part of our body and lower part of our body. So this is the structure. So this is the basic structure. If you see the cut section of blood vessel, our blood vessel consists three layers. Both artery, this is the structure of artery, okay, and this is the structure of vein. So both are having similar structure, and this is called the lumen. A lumen means, okay, the opening through which blood mainly, okay, passing or circulating, that is called the lumens. So you can see the difference between artery and veins, okay, very similar, okay, almost similar. The difference is only the thickness. You can see artery also consists three layers, okay, that is called the tunica. If you see the cut section, if you see the cut section of artery, suppose this is artery, if you see the cut section, it consists, the outermost layer is called tunica externa, then middle is called the tunica media, the innermost layer is called the, okay, tunica intima. Tunica means the coat, okay, coat, okay, you can say layer, okay, external means outer, media means middle, intima means inner, and endothelial layer. So why the name is given as tunica? So tunica means, okay, the coat, the outermost coat, middle coat, inner coat. So that is the indicated as tunica media, externa, and intima. Okay, so now you can see that outermost part of our arteries are mainly covered with tunica externa, which is mainly made up of collagen fibers. Okay, so that is mainly made up of collagen and fibrous tissue. Collagen fibers are there, so which provide protection, outermost protection, because in blood vessels sometimes pressure is very high. Okay, so it does not allow the rupture of blood vessels. So outermost layer is mainly protected with, okay, collagen fiber. So which mainly provide outer protection. It mainly provide outer protection. So mainly prevent from, okay, rupture, okay, from our blood due to high pressure. So this is called the outermost layer. Now tunica media, if you see the tunica media is always made up of smooth muscle. Smooth and elastic tissue are also there. Smooth muscle. This is the major part also, that is smooth muscle. So what is the role of smooth muscle? Smooth muscle mainly the contraction and relaxation of smooth muscle maintain the diameter of our blood vessel. So very simple. The tunica media is known as smooth muscle, which is mainly found in the inner layer. So when it contracts, so when smooth muscle contract, then what will happen? Then when it is called the contraction, when it contract, due to the contraction, it causes vasocontraction. It's called vasoconstriction, we can say. So what is called vasoconstriction? When our blood vessel become narrow. Okay, so when our blood vessel become narrow, then it is called the vasoconstriction. So in vasoconstriction, pressure is very high. When our tunica smooth muscles are relaxed, when it is relaxed, so the relaxation of tunica smooth, okay, tunica media, or you can say the tunica smooth muscle, that is called vasodilation. That causes vasodilation. Dilation means widening. We can say the blood vessel become, okay. Now we can see the blood vessel become wider. So this blood vessel widening and narrowing is mainly maintained by tunica media. So what is the role of tunica media? Maintain the diameter of blood vessel. Okay, so when our blood pressures are low, at that time it constricted, so that is called vasoconstriction. So blood pressures are, okay, increase. Okay, during the relaxation, okay, we can say blood vessel is dilated, wider. Now blood pressure become decreased. So this is mainly maintained by tunica media. So during the different condition, our blood pressures are increasing, decreasing. Okay, now tunica intima. So that is mainly made up of tunica intima is the innermost layer. This is the innermost layer of our blood vessel, innermost layer, and it mainly consists endothelial layer, squamous endothelial. Okay, it consists endothelial layer, okay, which is known as the squamous epithelial tissue. Endothelial layers are there. This is the only layer through which mainly blood is flowing very in contact form. Okay, so this endothelial layer release some chemical like nitric oxide, okay, some other, okay, chemicals are released which also maintain the vasoconstriction and vasodilation. So this is mainly maintained by endothelial layer by releasing some chemical. The major movement, the diameters are maintained by tunica media. the protection, outer protection, which prevent from the rupture, or you can say provide outer protection, that is called tunica. Same functions are also happening in vein. So in the vein, so what is the difference? So here the tunica externa and tunica media are very thinner compared to the artery. So in arteries, tunica externa and tunica media, just see in the diagram, they are thicker. But in veins, okay, here the thin. So for this reason you can say that in artery blood pressures are higher, in veins blood pressures are lower. So arteries are supplying, they are the supplying channel, they supply to the different part of our body. Veins are collecting channel, they collect our blood from the different parts of our body and gives to the vein. So these are the collecting and supplying, or you can say circulating. So these are called the dividing channel, these are called the collecting channel. Okay, so this is about the structure of blood vessel. So we discussed about arteries. So arteries, like we have example, arm we have arteries. Okay, we have thoracic artery there. Okay, we have a femoral artery, radial artery. These are the arteries supplying blood. Okay, arteries are thicker. Arteries are thicker. Then divided into arterioles. Arterioles enters into tissue, whereas the capillaries are mainly supplying individual cell tissue. Capillaries mainly as a thin layer. Capillaries always consist only one layer. Always remember, capillaries consist only single layer. Okay, capillaries consist single layer. So due to the single layer in the nature, so the diffusion, so all those nutrients which are found in the oxygenated blood, that directly diffuse from blood to the cell tissue. So due to the single layer, due to one layer, with the help of diffusion, with the help of, okay, you can say that hydrostatic